Oh, where to begin? Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. This is going to be comments about comments part 2. I did this a little while back. You guys seem to enjoy it. I just kind of have to laugh and shake my head at some of the crap that I see really on YouTube, but you know, different personalities, different people out there. Some don't like the fact that I've been uploading again, so they try their best to go in the comments and blah, right? So it's to be expected. Look, I have blocked words, and I make sure to report and block certain people with some of the things that come through the old comment to Ruski thing. Starting off with one. He's on meth, man. The guy's smoking meth and he's an alcoholic to boot. Who the hell takes advice from an alcoholic and somebody that's addicted to meth? So much in that. Okay, does he talk to himself? Well, I guess if you consider talking to this camera and uploading it onto YouTube, I suppose it does take a certain kind of crazy to do that to begin with. But I'm not exactly out walking the streets and talking to the air or fighting with a fuel pump, okay? So, no. And obviously, if that even was, no, you see, I can't even fathom that either. Why would I try to get into law enforcement if I had a drug addiction? Get real. You know, that's the first step of the whole process. You got to take a urinalysis and for most of the departments and pass it before you can even move on to the next step. For most departments, get out of here. Alcoholic. Okay. I do suffer from alcohol dependency. That much is true. And for the most part, you guys have seen me for nearly a decade crack at least a beer, even if I don't drink it on the YouTubes. Where am I usually at? Here at the house. Not at a bar. I don't go to bars. I haven't been to the bars since like my maybe mid to late 20s. So considering I'm 40 years old, that's over a decade of not going to any bars. I usually just have a few beers here at the house. And if I feel that I had too many, then we'll take a strand of days off and I won't drink at all. Especially with a lot of the martial arts and the things that I've been doing with BJJ and Muay Thai. I'm trying to cut weight as it is. I have been exercising. You guys know that about 6 months ago, I was hitting the gym pretty hard. Took a little sabbatical. Haven't really been hitting the gym as hard. Starting to pick it back up again and go again. So, do I have alcohol dependency issues? Yeah, there's no denying that, and I can't get around that. I like to have my ice cold beer at the end of a work day, or for the most part, after 5 p.m., 6 p.m., depending on what it is that I'm doing or not doing. If I'm not doing anything, yeah, I like to have a nice cold one to cap off the evening and go to sleep. But if my daughter is at practice, obviously I'm there at practice and I'm not having one at all, and then we come home, right? And practice sometimes runs till like 8 o'clock at night. There was for a while, I was coaching 2 sports. I was coaching for my daughter and stepdaughter, and practices ran till even after 9 o'clock. So there'd be sometimes it'd be 9:30 before I even got home. So, that being said, I haven't had a drink in 2 days, so just throwing that out there for whatever it's worth. I know it doesn't sound like a long time, and probably the longest that I've gone in a handful of years has been about 2 months, so okay. Yeah, you got me there on the alcohol dependency aspect. That's what I got, so can't argue with that. As far as you need to get a job and you need to help support your kids. Yes, I agree. I think that getting a job would provide a better lifestyle. However, everybody is fed, and between what it is that I get from my retirement and what my wife gets, between the both of us, she takes care of the food, insurance, things like that, groceries. I take care of rent and utilities, and sometimes random expenditures that pop up, and some of the more fun, random stuff like buying bags of chips from the grocery store. Aside from that, kids are pretty much well taken care of. She takes care of holidays. I help out in the interim depending on what it is that she needs. But having a full-time job would at least keep my sanity a little bit more. And yeah, I agree. Having a full-time job would help with the sanity and having something to do on the day-to-day aside from exercising. I agree. Having a full-time job is beneficial in more ways than one. But it didn't work out over at Big O. I'm not going to go into all the ins and outs. I just decided it wasn't a place for me, and I moved on. Okay. I was expecting an interview at the end of the week. Didn't happen. I'm going to go in Monday and talk with the manager, see how things are going or how things are looking as this place that I was trying to apply for. God dang fly. Sorry. If you see me doing this, it's not because I'm tweaked out, okay? God damn it, there's a fly buzzing around me. It's driving me nuts. Any rate, they were supposed to do some reconstruction. I'm waiting for that to take place. They were looking to hire on a few techs. Hopefully I get that job. But that being said, someone else did say something about the oil fields out in West Texas. I think for the money, I would strongly consider doing it. For sure. For sure. In fact, I have an application pulled up on Indeed right now. So, it would suck to have to be apart or away from my family for an extended period of time to go try to make a better cost of living. There's also the option of going back to Oregon, where my brother said that he can get me a job as well. And I'm debating on that as well. So, I'm trying to see what I can find here locally. That way I could still be a huge part of my daughter's life, because I've been with her every step of the way since she was born. And, she's getting ready to turn 10 here pretty soon. And she's the child that I've been around the longest. So I would love to keep that going until she graduates high school. I'd like to be there every single year. So that's why leaving California is extremely difficult to me. Not to mention the fact that my wife finally has all of her kids in one location, and she finally has all of her babies in one spot, family, friends that come by on a regular. I don't really want to take that away from her either. So I don't know. Comes down to feast and famine. Obviously, I'll pick one direction over the other. But if I think I have a little bit of time to try to find something, I'm going to at least give myself benefit of the doubt. Who would ever take advice from this loser who's had credit issues, who can't seem to keep his shit together, who's been in and out of marriages, who's had a ton of kids, and who clearly has given his tools back, and he's been through all these different things? I don't know. I don't know why you would. Some people like what I have to say. I agree. More times than not, I should take a lot of my own advice. And sometimes I try to. There's been times when I've been successful and I've done really well for myself and for my family. And there have been times when I've been down in the gutter and I've had to rinse and repeat. And I find that in my current state that I've done the rinse and repeat thing quite a bit over the decades, and it has been challenging. Relationships have been challenging for me. I'm a disabled veteran. I have PTSD. I have high anxiety. I have things that I struggle with, and relationships with me are difficult. I can't explain it, but they're difficult. And, I don't always say or do the right thing, and it's just the way that it goes, I try to be cordial with the separation and all that other good stuff. But it's neither here nor there. It's just, yeah, I've not exactly lived a perfect lifestyle. Okay, I wasn't silver spoon fed either. So I grew up rough. I grew up with a hardworking mom, a hardworking stepdad. My dad and my stepmom are very hardworking, just in different trades. My dad and my stepmom have done very well. My mom and stepdad, they done as good as they could, and they are where they are. And maybe they're not as far along as some of the more successful people out there, but I believe that they're a success because, well, they're still here, right? They're still alive, they're still kicking, they're still doing their thing. But I was taught at a very young age, strong and very hard work ethic. I don't know very many people that would be willing to work 2 jobs, 20 plus hours a day, 6 days a week if need be, for anywhere from 6 months to a year. And I have found myself in that position at least a half a dozen times probably since I started working at 15. It's not something that I look forward to going back to do, but it's something that I know that I'm capable of. And there's been a lot of people out there that say that that's insane. They don't know how anyone could do that. I just kind of did. I just kind of did it, okay? Sorry for the interruption. Anyway, I just kind of managed to figure it out. You know what I mean? And when things were tough, it was like, oh, when things get tough, the tough get going kind of mentality that my grandfather instilled into me and, my cousins as we were growing up. And, that's true. And I've also gotten to the point where I actually have realized over the years of working at various different establishments, different parts of different industries, that, you got to be happy with what it is that you're doing. And you have to be happy with who it is that you're working for. And if you're not happy with where it is that you're working because of how you feel that you're treated, who says you have to stay there? Who says you can't move on and go someplace else that maybe will treat you better or appreciate what it is that you have to bring to the table? I'm all about, like, how you treat others is how you're going to be treated, and that's kind of how I operate. I'll bend over backwards and do everything I got to do to help my employer reach the type of success that they want to do, so long as I feel like they want the same exact thing from me as well. Loser couldn't make it in the automotive field. Why would we take advice from him? And he probably burned every bridge that he was at. Okay, let's consider that for a second. One, I have worked at the same exact Yucca Valley Chrysler. I worked at the same exact dealership at 2 different times, and have a cumulative time of 4.5, almost 5 years at the dealership. As far as the independent shop, probably about 6 years worth of independent shop wrenching for the same exact establishment, which I was hired on by them 4 different times. So, no, I don't feel like I failed as an automotive technician. And certainly I didn't burn any bridges, because if that was the case, me talking to the service manager and my buddy, the shop foreman over at the dealership, they wouldn't have even said, yeah, we'll keep you in mind, we'll let you know, we'll keep you updated. They would have been like, kick rocks, dude, we don't want to hire you back. It's never been an answer from them from that. I do believe that it was my last time working at Ron's Automotive. I didn't leave in ugly terms. I was just done. I was done. It wasn't working out for me anymore. They're a great shop, okay? Just because I'm done working there at that establishment doesn't mean that I don't respect the people there, or believe that they do a fantastic job. I believe that so much that the sodas and the tasty drinks are in this freezer, or in this refrigerator. Everybody's trying to, we have my 2 stepsons, their cousins here staying, so everyone's coming in and out for drinks. It's kind of driving me a little bit crazy trying to do this video. But at any rate, no, I trust their work over at Ron's Automotive. That's why I took my car to have them do the transmission. Okay. Yeah, it was, I needed their help. They did it. So not a big deal. Was it something that I could have done? Sure, but I'm not going to sit here and struggle on pavement in the heat in front of a house that I'm not supposed to be doing automotive repairs in. So that's why I had the shop do it, and that's why I paid them to do it. And my dad helped out with that, so that was great and very much appreciated. So going forward, look, I don't know where we're going to be at. I really don't know. Yeah, I'm doing the YouTube thing for right now, and it's been fun, and it's a way for me to reconnect with everybody. And obviously it does draw up a little bit of an income, which is also beneficial while I'm waiting to see if I get hired by somebody. So look, at the end of the day, I love and respect my fellow brothers and sisters that do come onto my YouTube channel, that do appreciate the content that I have to provide, and that enjoy our discussion topics and help me to create other discussion topics. You know, I understand people are here to see a train wreck. There's some people they're here for that. They want to see what other kind of drama is going on with me and what it is that I'm doing or not doing, and some people are here just to try to keyboard warrior and talk their crap, you know. Even down to some of the more, you know, hobbyist kind of things that I've been into, between, you know, trying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with my daughter, or doing Muay Thai because I like that kind of thing and it's fun, and, you know, I am learning something new. And I had another subscriber on here that asked me if, you know, 33 was too old to get into automotive. No, it's not. It's absolutely not. I'm 40 years old and I'm just barely starting to learn how to like do Muay Thai and spar and stuff. I mean, yeah, I get it. Some people are like, you're too old for that, man. You shouldn't be doing that stuff. Well, who says? How do you feel? I mean, if maybe you feel like you're too old to do anything like that to your body and put yourself through that kind of, you know, insane training regimen because it just doesn't fit your lifestyle. That's cool. Some people fish. I would love to fish. Guess what? Got no water. It's all desert dirt. Some people go on hikes. That's cool. I don't feel like walking in 100+ degree weather to look at dirt and rocks. But some people like that. That's great. I enjoy going and getting my butt handed to me and going through a strict training regimen, learning how to do a martial art for the heck of it. So what? Do what you're gonna do. Have fun with your life, man. Have fun with your life, okay? Yeah, I'm the dude on the couch right now, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a job, hopefully back in the automotive industry, and hopefully it pans out. And yeah, if it doesn't, and I've been sitting on this couch longer than another month, then I guess everyone here is just gonna have to hang out and take care of themselves with the money that I have in the bank, and I'm gonna have to jump state and either go to Oregon or maybe I get lucky and I do get picked up in West Texas for oil rigging. We've tried law enforcement, we've tried, you know, security and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, you know, I guess if I do want to make a bunch of money and put money aside and, you know, get kids ready for college and stuff like that, I got to figure it out soon. But otherwise, everyone's still fed, everyone's still taken care of. Yeah, we're not all going to Disneyland, but sometimes it's okay just to be happy being at home. That's all I got. See you guys next time. Deuces.